Hey, I'm Candace, your host, and if you're ready to grow your business and build your authority by getting booked on podcasts, I've got something special for you. I'm launching a brand new course that will walk you through exactly how to get booked on podcasts. Everything from identifying the right shows to pitching, preparing for interviews, and leveraging your guest appearances for growth. Plus, if you sign up for the waitlist now, you'll get early access to the course and these special bonuses. When you officially enroll in the course, you'll save $50 and get a free one-on-one strategy call with me to help you prep your speaking points and align your offers. These bonuses are limited and end on April 13th, so make sure to sign up today. Head to the link in the show notes to join and get started on your podcast guesting journey. I can't wait to help you get booked and start sharing your message with the world. Now let's dive into today's episode. To be totally honest, I've had this episode written for a couple of days and I almost stayed up last night to get it recorded, but life happens and my old self would have stayed up late, recorded it, edited it, got it out because I hate to miss a deadline. And it's like not even a real deadline. It's a fake deadline that I give myself, that I have an episode that comes out every Tuesday and I like to stick to that and I like to aim for that. But sometimes I think it's just a good reminder before we get into this episode that's super short and sweet, very specific, that we sometimes need to kind of release our control and our grip that we think we have on life and be okay with however it falls. I'm not good at that yet. Working on it. So here I am the next morning, Tuesday morning, supposed to have an episode out. Supposed to, as in like I, in my brain, tell myself I'm supposed to. But here we go. That's a little pep talk, little message for you this morning if you need that, because I tend to need that about once a week. The episode today, though, is very specific. If you've been following along with my social media and if you're on my email list, if you're not, you can get on that in the show notes there. It'll be linked. I love systems, especially solopreneur business systems, the behind the scenes work. My brain just instantly lays out these systems in my head. And I didn't realize that this was something that other people maybe don't necessarily have either the knowledge or the thought process. It's not how their brain works. It's how mine works. I see everything in a system in how can I make it more efficient? How will this play out? I'm working on, like I said, giving up some control of that, letting go of that grip so much, but also knowing that things happen really smoothly because of systems. So I wanted to share the top 3 tools that I have used over the years, 8+ years now in entrepreneurship. There's no gatekeeping here. I'm never going to keep a secret. This is for solopreneurs, entrepreneurs that have services or digital products to get to their people, their clients, their potential customers. Like I said, I've been in entrepreneurship since 2018. I spent years piecing these things together, using lots of different options. In the beginning, I was literally hand typing every email into my Gmail account, making email lists. I would book client calls by just messaging, hoping that they would be brave enough to DM me, and then message back and forth with them until we found the right time zone and the right time on both of our calendars. It was a lot of time consuming pieces and it's not efficient for me or the customer experience. And then I would also hope for payments through Venmo and PayPal and would just hope that they would pay, would hope they'd find the right person. And so you can see that if you're doing some of these things, one, we all start somewhere. And we don't know what we don't know. We have to let ourselves be a beginner. We have to work through some of those things. But the more you know, the more efficient you can be, the better customer experience you can have, which hopefully then the things that you want to increase, like the amount of clients you can see and the new ideas that you can have in your business are going to come to fruition because you're going to free up some brain space. So let's get right to it. This is a short and sweet episode. It's very specific. Like I said, if that's not you, if you're not an entrepreneur or solo entrepreneur or wannabe entrepreneur, then maybe skip this one and we'll see you next week. But if you are, stick around. The first tool that I use, and now I've been using it for 2 years, and I switched all of my things over to it, like my emails and everything. I switched it over to a tool called Flowdesk. Flowdesk is awesome. Yes, there is a cost. I will leave a link in the show notes for 50% off your first year. That gives you at pretty minimal cost a chance to use all of the pieces that it has for an entire year to see if it works for your business. I love it. This is where I can capture emails really efficiently. They automatically put them into the system. I'm not hand entering them, right? You set one thing up and then it works for you. I can schedule emails. I can create email funnels. If someone gets a freebie of mine, like a free PDF or something that I have, have of value. They put their email address in, and now they could get a series of emails automatically sent to them. If they buy something, I can set up delivery, automatic delivery. You can create checkout, like sales pages that they can read about your offer, whether it is a digital product or let's say a service, like you coach people through different things, or you mentor people, or you guide them, whatever it is, you're teaching on something, they can check out, and all of the checkout pieces, the invoicing is done for you through their program, as well as the delivery page. You can set that up. You can put any links that you need there. Let's say they're going to have a call with you. They need a Zoom link. You can put that right in the delivery. Maybe they need to schedule on your calendar. So that goes into my next tools, and I'm kind of grouping them together. I said top 3. So I've got Flowdesk. The next 2 I'm grouping together, but they're 2 different things, Calendly and Zoom. Now, both of them have free options. Calendly, you can have a calendar on there. You can set your availability and your hours when you're available, and you can have that linked in your Flowdesk delivery page so that people can go right to your calendar, find a time that works for their calendar. It takes care of the time zone thing for you. You don't have to do the math. You don't have to ask. And Calendly can also be linked to your Zoom so that it's sending them a custom private link every time for you. You can also set in the settings in Calendly to send them, 24-hour reminder, stuff like that for their call. So those 2 pieces, Calendly and Zoom, can have minimal cost to them, depending if you go up in packages. But to get started, you can absolutely use their free pieces. And those are great to pair with your Flowdesk, especially with that delivery page where they can get to your calendar or they can get to the Zoom link or whatever, so that you are not manually sending every client or every call that. So then those things just show up on your calendar. You click on it because the link is right there linked, and you get to show up on the call, which is what we all want to do. I feel like that's what the fun part is. We don't want to deal with all this back end stuff. So it's pretty nice that once you get this set up, you aren't really touching anything until it's time to get on the call with the client, which is phenomenal. Tool number 3, technically 4, but 3 is Canva. Canva is something I thought everybody knew about, but I think it actually is more so something that maybe people know about, but maybe they don't know how to use, or it's intimidating. It's definitely user-friendly. Once you get in there, start clicking around, you can make a lot of things. I have Canva Pro. So Canva Pro is like $130 or something like that for the year. I pay that because my website is housed through that. So if you have Canva Pro, you can use their websites templates to have a free website. Well, you pay for the Canva Pro, but you don't pay any additional fees for the website. So I have a website through there. I used to be on Squarespace, but with the cost, it didn't quite make sense for my current business of how I'm running it. So I'm always looking for things to be professional and efficient, but also cost efficient, right? The idea is to make money if we're going to be in business. So I use that, but you can also use the free version of Canva to make really quick graphics and templates for social media, for posts. Maybe you run private groups like on Facebook or on Slack, which is a free app, and you need pictures or posts and things like that for your content and information that you're giving your clients. You can make quick graphics. You can make PDFs if you're trying to make, let's say, a free guide, free checklist, that you can make a PDF on Canva, download that, pair it with your Flowdesk. Flowdesk will deliver it for you if you have that link. Super great tool. And those systems are really great to be able to pair together. If you need to or want to talk about all these systems and how you can get them set up to work flawlessly for you, maybe this is a pain point for you that you are manually doing all these things. Somebody buys your digital product, you aren't manually emailing it to them or things like that, and you don't have these things set up, which means you don't have infrastructure to take on lots and lots of new clients and customers. So I will tell you, the universe is a funny thing. It's not coming until you are ready and until it knows you can handle that. And so getting these pieces in place will really help you expand and grow your business. So if you do have questions about these systems, things like that, I'll leave my link for a systems audit, which is a call with me. We'll chat about what's best for you and your business and what pieces make the most sense. We'll try to utilize as many free options, but I always want to make sure that the free option is going to check the boxes that we need. Sometimes there's free options out there, but it doesn't take care of it. And so paying a little bit in the beginning is going to definitely benefit you in the long run. So knowing that those are expenses, keep track of your receipts, so they're tax write-offs, they're for your business, those types of things. But if you want to talk about these things further, talk about other pieces, other programs, how to get these things set up, you have a business idea, but this part is just really overwhelming, go ahead and book your systems audit with me. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. If you're ready for podcast mentoring, whether it's setup, editing, planning, or guesting, you can book a one-on-one call with me through the link in the show notes. I hope you feel seen, inspired, and like your dreams and goals are completely valid, because they are. See you next Tuesday.